So is this a little bit like you got some forced air coming, but you also have baseboard hot water heat?
Yep. Yeah. So no heating in the air. So it has a preheat coil, but this air is not heating it very hot. And the VAV boxes don't have heating coils. There's no air side reheat, but there is reheat in the sense that the baseboards are having to compensate for 60-degree air that's coming in the space.
Gotcha. What, in your opinion, is this is this a pretty efficient way to do it? Have baseboard heating and then air conditioning through duct work?
We don't see this work as well from a comfort perspective. Having the reheat at the air unit and providing single temperature air, we see less issues with that. We see more issues with baseboard being at different temperatures or not being zoned the same way as the air side. So you might have a baseboard zone across a whole wall that has one temperature, and then these all have different temperatures. So I think the energy impacts are similar to a VAV with reheat. From an execution standpoint, we see that people generally don't like baseboard as much. It's like hard to clean, harder to control, harder to keep people comfortable. Anybody else have baseboard opinions?
Well, yeah, we have a few situations on interior office space that only have VAVs and no fan power boxes. So during the day in the winter time, and our rooftop units are discharging 65-degree air, I know that engineers typically think that we shouldn't have to heat the interior space if you're heating all of the exterior spaces, but it doesn't always work out that way. So we do have to supplement heat with some, unfortunately ours is electric baseboard heat,
Right.
but that's a typical situation that we have in some interior office spaces.
Yeah, so the VAV box doesn't have any reheat, right? It's just only cold air. Yep. And we do say that it's like in theory, you don't need heat in the interior zones, but you do have to provide that cold air for ventilation, and sometimes it's just too much. And so we see some systems that just have reheat even on the interior zones, or you might get in a situation where you just have to have some form of supplemental reheat, being plug-in electric or different kind of baseboards.